Hi everybody, it's me Hatsy, and I am back with part 5 of Let's Play Witches. So, Irving Stevenson has unfortunately been released into the world, completely brainwashed, and we know that by now. So, thank you to everybody that voted. I really hope that I will be able to be doing more votes in the future. But anyway, at the moment, we are at Agatha's house. Now, the reason why we are at Agatha's house is because she has a new resident living with her. Now, his name is actually Luke, but we're going to call him Ledesma because that's actually his last name, and I really like his last name. So thank you so much to the creator that gave us Luke, because he is an absolute blessing in disguise, especially for Agatha. Now, Agatha strongly believes that Luke is going to be the next Supreme Wizard, and it's actually very difficult to tell who is the new Supreme and the Arch. Actually, no, he's the next Arch Wizard, that's it, because we're calling the Supreme Wizard the Arch Wizard. Okay, so back to that. So she believes it's him because the title's actually run in his bloodlines for absolute centuries, and actually skipped a generation with Damien when Damien came into power of being the Arch. So she believes that Luke is the next one. She thinks that he's going to be it. So she's actually moved him in to her house, and her plan is actually to train him up to make sure that he is on her side and be able to manipulate him and use his powers. So it's pretty sad, but there we go. Agatha is the master of manipulation. Agatha is a really interesting character. Now, Agatha spends a lot of time out here. She just comes out here by herself just to chill out at night time and just practice her powers because she loves it. Like, she can do all sorts of stuff. She's really good at a lot of different things. Where are her skills? Yeah, so she's level 8. Okay, she's level 10 in logic and wellness, but she hasn't got a lot of skills maxed out because, of course, the Supreme Witch and the Arch Wizard only really have those skills. But she's going to make an active effort to try to become friends with Luca Ledesma. I keep getting his name wrong, but no, we're going to call him Ledesma just because I love that name so much. So creative. I just love him as a person. Like, how cool is he? He doesn't even wear the same outfit as the other wizards because he's being treated with just like such speciality. So yeah, he's just chilling out wearing his red, and I think he looks really good in it. But no, Agatha is just in her little house at the moment. What's she doing? She's just like standing, looking at this portrait. Oh, she's so odd. But no, she's in Ledesma's room. So this is his room in here. So I did a little extension. He's got a little violin that he can play by himself, and yeah, she's just done that. So none of the other witches, none of the other elder witches are actually going to believe her, even if she tells them, even if she outright says, I actually think that Ledesma is the next one. So no, they're just going to say no, we don't believe you, Agatha. They never actually believe her in anything that she does. It's really sad. And she's definitely not going to be playing with a phone. I think that I just saw her playing with a phone. That's really bad, Agatha. So I think that instead, what would Agatha do? She's going to purchase some fish, some bone fish. How spooky is that? So Agatha has like loads and loads of odd pets in her house, but that is just like her to do that. So what I'm going to do is they're going to build up their friendship together. Agatha has already gone outside again, and she's really adamant that she's going to start meditating at night. No, I want her to try and build her friendship with him because I think that it's important. If she's going to manipulate him, she has got to become really good friends with him. And I think she'd want to anyway. She doesn't really connect very well with people, so she'd actually find it very difficult to do that. And I think that maybe they're very similar, because maybe he doesn't connect very well with people either, because he didn't want to move in to the wizard's boarding house because he felt a little bit out of place there. For some reason, he just wants to do his own thing, so maybe he would really like Agatha. But I personally think that he's going to make a fantastic sidekick for Agatha. I would love to see them working together in the future. And I just think it's going to be a really interesting friendship. So what we're going to do is we're going to try to at least make them friends. They're acquaintances at the moment, but I would love them to at least become friends so that they can build up their friendship, and eventually maybe they'll be best friends for life. I'd love that. She's so manipulative. But I also want to change the light colour in here because it's not nice. It's not too nice. I think that's a lot better. Yeah, I like that. I actually really like that. Yeah, I don't like the yellowy look that some of the lights give off. What would she do? She would hug him. Yes. Because he's like the son that she never ever had. And she's just got so much faith in him. so much confidence in him, and I think that he would believe it. I think that if someone was telling you that you're this good, you're going to achieve great things in the future, you would definitely believe it. I don't know, maybe Agatha would be like that with him. She would just be filling him full of hope and full of ideas in his future and what he can do for the town, because the arch wizard could just do so much for the town. She did try to do the same with Damien when he was younger, when he just arrived at the witch boarding school, and no, she couldn't quite do it. Damien just wasn't the sort to listen to her. He wanted to do his own thing, and that is Damien for you. So they are now friends. That is really cute. And I've just seen Marielle. Is that Marielle down here? She has had a heck of a night. She is really angry though. I wonder what she's angry about. So we are just at Hatsy's new house at the moment, and she's invited around Amelia. Now, you may realise that the house looks a little bit different if you don't follow my speed build, and if you're just following the LP. Then just to explain it briefly what happened, I accidentally lost my neighbourhood. I don't know how it happened, but it did. So I had to rebuild it all, and the only house that I was missing was the really ugly one that was here before this one. So it was my least favourite house ever, and it was actually a blessing in disguise that I could recreate it again, and that's what I did. So all the characters are back to normal, all the neighbourhood is exactly the same as before. It was just this house looks slightly different. But anyway, I really like this house now, and this is Hatsy's new home, and she's invited around a friend. So a big shout out to Icimeric, who redid this room for me. Now, I think that this is perfect because it just looks so out of place. I love it. So the detail that's in this room, I mean, just look at some of this stuff. Like, I could never do this. I mean, it's just so creative, so much time and effort. Look at all these potions. It's incredible. So thank you so much, because you've obviously gone so much effort to do this. It looks really cool. I don't even know what I've just pressed there. Anyway, she's got a performance game, which is small. There we go. But no, I love it. So thank you, because I don't know, it really suits the house. It looks so out of place. It looks so glamorous and witchy. So definitely happy about that. But the reason why she's invited around Amelia is because I feel like it's nice for her to get to know a friend a little bit more. She would also be feeling like Amelia spends a lot of time with the wizards, so yeah, she would want to maybe give her a break. And also, whilst they both have nothing to do in the daytime, because when the girls are out, when the wizards are out, because the wizards live over here, and the wizards are out at school at the moment, as is everybody, so yeah, there's not a lot to do, and I think they'd have a really nice girly day in together. So they're going to watch a movie. Now, because it's Hatsy, she loves romance. She's just like obsessed with romance movies, and she's just really girly and fairy-like, so any romance gets her crying. So watch Cinder together. That sounds like a romance. I don't know, I've made that mistake before. I've made the mistake where I've thought that I was buying like a film and it was a certain film, and it actually wasn't. So for instance, I'll buy one with like a comedy title, because back in the days when you had like Blockbuster and stuff, and my dad used to do it as well. He used to bring us back DVDs and videos actually, and they would have really good titles. Then he'd bring them back and they would be completely different to what he thought they were going to be. So yeah, that happened. But anyway, the house looks like this. So it's got a new touch to it, and I think that this suits them a lot more. Now, the rooms are very personalised, unlike Elizabeth's, because Elizabeth's rooms just aren't. It feels like the students come and go, and it doesn't feel as personal as this, like with the pictures on the walls and stuff. So I like that. And if you've missed out on Hatsy's room, this is Hatsy's bedroom. So very fairy princess-like. And she has a reason for that. Hatsy doesn't actually know that she's a fairy. She doesn't really know what she's doing here. But she does understand that she's, of course, got wings. She doesn't understand why she's got wings. She believes that she's a witch. And I don't even know what her traits are, actually, now I'm thinking about it. Okay, so she's romantic, she's good, and she's jealous. I wanted to call Amelia over. Would they form a group together? Let's find Amelia. Amelia's just up here by herself. She's a little bit, I guess, antisocial. Add to group. All right, so now they're in a group together. I think she can invite her downstairs and they can sit together on the sofa because they are both elder witches. They are the elder witches that don't really fit into the elder witches. They just don't. There's just something about these two that just don't. Amelia's got her own hidden secrets though, that we will find out eventually, and it's a little bit of a sad story for Hatia. But no, Hatia does not know that she's a fairy. She has no idea what she's really doing here. All she knows is that she is here to look after the girls and she can have as much fun as she likes. She's got really unlimited money to do what she wants. But yeah, so she does have a lot of self-confidence and she's pretty vain. But she's always wanted romance in her life, and I think that that is something that she would really, really miss, being in the Elder Witches, because she's just not allowed to have it. Oh, this is horrible. This is like the witchiest thing that she could have picked. Oh my goodness. Zombies and everything. This is just crazy. Love the graveyard though. I wish we had graveyards like that for Sims 4. I actually downloaded a graveyard. I think I downloaded Deligracy's graveyard, so we shall see that in the Let's Play as it sort of uncovers. So we are here with the wizards at the moment, and Damien has decided to invite everybody out for the evening clubbing. So a lot of the witches will be here. I think all the wizards are also here, and the secondary witches, so they shall be appearing as well. Even Luke Ledesma has decided to come, and that's very rare for him because he is quite a loner, and I think that he would spend a lot of his time with Agatha, just staying alone with her. So yeah, that is Luca for you. But anyway, we're going to go inside because I think a lot of people are here already. It's a little bit odd how it's set out like a wedding venue. I love how odd it is, and it's supposed to be like a proper nightclub. I think the nightclub's actually upstairs though. So yes, we have some bar areas up here. Maybe if we tended the bar, because I think that Damien is the master of tending bars. So I think that he'd be able to do that really, really well. Now, I can imagine that he would really want Jenny here, but unfortunately, I don't know if it's the right idea because everybody's here, and I just feel like it would really cause some maybe confusion with Marielle and everybody, so I don't really think that he should do that. Marielle is staying with her witch pack, so the witches are gathering around here. I can imagine that she's probably being quite nasty to Eliona. She's quite nasty to the witches, even though that she is supposed to be the leader. They don't really respect her that much. They just have to. They really do have to do what Marielle tells them to do. But anyway, the other witches are over here. So Tatum would probably be wanting to speak to Vivian. Let's see where Vivian is, because they had a real connection in the last part. Vivian is over here by herself. I would imagine that this might even be where Damien and Marielle are supposed to get married. Maybe that's the reason why they're here. Because if they were maybe showing people where they're going to get married, the ceremony, they could have like a mini party here before they do. It's a little bit odd because they don't really like each other, and maybe that's a reason why Damien definitely wouldn't invite Jenny, because he wouldn't want Jenny to see where he was going to get married to someone else. It would be really, really unfair. But anyway, these two are talking, so maybe he would flirt with her. So he's going to flirt, and I don't know why Eve's here. Eve is looking really, really pregnant though. So I think that that says it all. I think that says it all about poor Eve here. She is obviously pregnant. She's gonna have to hide it though. We're gonna have to find some clothes that she can really hide that bump, because it's not looking that she's wanting to hide it. So we are definitely gonna have to get around to doing that at some point. She's gonna get bigger and bigger as well. I think that's in her early days that she's supposed to be like, I don't know. I don't even know how long she's been pregnant for. I don't think that Marielle would really notice whether Eve was pregnant or not. She would probably think that she's gained weight. Maybe from a potion that she gave Eve. Maybe she's given out so many potions about changing people's figures that she's actually forgotten who she's given them to. So there we go. Now going back downstairs. Oh, Tatum's actually up here. So everyone's starting to move upstairs. I wonder who Balthazar would speak to. Maybe he would speak to Devin. A lot of people are trying to speak to Devin, actually. Devin's got quite a few admirers. I think Onyx as well, maybe, because they were speaking as well. They know each other. Then again, maybe he's got more of a connection with Eliona because they've actually had a conversation. Why is he asleep? That is so odd. Why is he asleep by himself on the sofa? It's supposed to be night clubbing. Nobody does that. Nobody goes to a nightclub and just falls asleep. Now, Calvin is by himself over here, and he only really wants to speak to one person at the party, somebody that he's always liked, and someone that he's liked ever since he first actually arrived at the witch training school is actually Marielle. So he's speaking to her right now, and he's always had a crush on her, and she probably knows it. She probably knows. They have got a little bit of negativity going on there. I don't know why, but he probably wants to turn that around a little bit and maybe speak to her and try and sort things out. Because I can actually imagine that Marielle might find some way to manipulate Calvin in the future. So maybe it would benefit her greatly if she was to make friends with him or flirt with him, because she is very manipulative. So that would definitely come in handy in the future. She's also feeling flirty, so that really might benefit him. And he is actually a young adult, so if you're wondering, I haven't put in a mod there. I have just made Calvin a young adult so that he can be flirty with Marielle. And I will do that if there is a young adult and a teen and they want to get together or something, then yeah, I'll just change the age of them and that will happen. But of course, if there's a way of making that possible, making teens and young adults actually be able to have relationships, let me know, because I think that it's not so bad if the teen is older and the young adult is younger, of course. If it's only like a couple of years apart from like, or maybe one's 19 and one's 20, I mean, what really is the difference? I don't know. But yeah, so anyway, he's going to speak to her and he's going to give her a heartfelt compliment because he's speaking to his crush. He's looking so happy. He's like really excited that he is finally being noticed by Marielle, and he knows that Marielle has a duty in the future, but I don't really think Calvin cares about that. I don't think that he does. I don't think a lot of people care about it. In fact, Marielle doesn't really care about it either. I wonder if she does have a plan in the future or what's going to happen here. I really do wonder. And Tatum is now upstairs. Let's see. I think that Vivian's came back. Yes, she has, and she's making something. I don't know what she's making, but there we go. It looks really odd. Whatever it is, it's a seaweed sculpture. No, severed sculpture. I can't even read that quickly. No, but I want him to be able to flirt with her. I would love them to become boyfriend and girlfriend in this part. I don't know if it will happen, but they have been seeing each other for a little bit, I think, anyway. It's moved quite quickly, but then again, witches and wizards do move quite quickly. And I think that it really is a fast process when you find the one. You want to ensure that you stay with them and that you can be promised, because when you're promised, it just means that nobody else can then step in from that. Of course, there are also some other townies. You might even recognise your own Sims in here. I did download quite a few of the Sims for Gallery. I really like her though. Morgan Sly. She looks like a vampire. I think that she's probably a vampire, if I'm gonna guess. It'd be lovely to find out if she was like a relative of Adam. I would love that so much. I wonder if Adam's here. He always comes out at night, or at least he tends to come out at night. And Tatum also needs a toilet, but he's gonna hang in there. He's gonna hang in there and just flirt a little bit more. But no, I'm really gonna have to get them back so soon because he has just got back from school and he does need to go back. He needs to go to the toilets and he needs to sort himself out, really. I wonder if we can ask her though. Ask to be girlfriend or reveal crush. I wonder if we can do that. I don't know if they take that very well though. I don't know if that always goes down very well with them. I don't really know. Oh no, okay, maybe not. They've had too much of that. He's so keen though, he's so forward that she just keeps rejecting him because he just keeps doing the same action over and over again. And I keep forgetting. But no, he's gonna go to the bathroom and I'm gonna see what Calvin's up to. Calvin is asleep over here by himself. So I think everybody's pretty worn out. It's been quite a long night, but it's been fun for them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get them all back to the house and I will see you all for part 6. So I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, let me know what you enjoyed about it in the comments below and what you would like to see happen in the next part. Thank you so much for watching and I'll speak to you all soon.